Alright, we're switching back to LTE. I saw this tool called FALCON, Fast Analysis of LTE Control Channels, and it also uses srsLTE, albeit a older version, and you can see what it does here. I'll put the page in the description. Decodes the Physical Downlink Control Channel of base station, reveals the number of currently active devices. A lot of research I need to do to get smart on all of this. I just wanted to take a look at how do we get it working, because we can use our LimeSDR. So this is DragonOS, the latest build, public R2. All we got to do is everything's already installed, because srsLTE is already installed in here. So all the dependencies are already there. SRS GUI is already installed. USRP, LimeSDR. So really all we need to do is add what's needed for FALCON. Which is just a couple small packages. And we'll pull down FALCON itself. Typically I put everything in user source because that stays there after I build it, but we'll just put it in our home directory. So we'll get FALCON. We'll make a build directory, and because it needs this particular version of srsLTE, we're going to use this right here where it says please run, and that will pull in that additional srsLTE what's needed. You can see there it's cloning, and we'll do however many processors you have. I'll run make. While that's doing that, we're also going to take a look at something else that's included in DragonOS Focal. It's been there for a while, LTE Cell Scanner. There's actually two different versions. I ended up, just to save space, leaving just kind of the version 2 LTE Cell Scanner, and I'll put this GitHub page there. You can read about it. I left the OpenCL accelerated version. That can also be rebuilt for BladeRF, HackerF, or just left as is for the RTLSDR. And you'll find that here, and let's see, LTE Cell Scanner. So it's already built and installed with the RTLSDR. You could wipe the build directory, make it again, and do as it shows here. You could make it for the HackerF if you needed, or the BladeRF. So we're going to take a look at, I wrote this down from earlier, I already have an RTLSDR plugged in, and we'll take a look at this while that finishes building FALCON in the background. So we want to look for some cell information in the area here. So let's see, we'll do, you can see how you run this here. You got all these different options. I'm just going to do a start and an end frequency and ppm. So say I do cell search -s, and I know there's something on about 742, and then we'll do, let's say -e is the end frequency. And I'm just doing something that's within the range of the RTLSDR. And then ppm, I'll just put, I know it's really low with the RTLSDR, we'll just put 1. Now we'll let this run. And what we're looking for is some cell information, cell ID, frequency, and We'll speed this up a little bit. I said 742. All right, there we go. See right here, 742.5. You got your cell ID and a PSS ID. Now let's switch back over to Falcon here. Everything should be built. So what we'll do is we'll go in Source GUI, and we'll see there's a GUI in there. We'll run that. It's going to bring up this interface. We can turn on a whole bunch of different windows here. I don't want to use the file as source. I want to use the actual SDR. So we'll do 742.5. And what was the cell ID? Cell ID 191. Try this. Start. Should be able to look in the background here. There we go. So it's decoding. Oop. So we're looking at that frequency, that cell ID, and I don't know how long that took us, but probably less than about 5 minutes to get this running. So everything's pretty much already included in DragonOS. Let's see, let's pull this back up. This is an i7 I'm using on this laptop. I think it's got 16 gigs of RAM or so. You can see there's some other tools in here. I just use the GUI, but there's other command line information. Yeah, just as it says, you can click on any one of these, or to stop the display. All right, well, this was more of a, hey, how do I get it up and running? Encourage you to do a lot of reading to know what information is actually being displayed here. There you go, using your LimeSDR and RTLSDR, get the information you need to use this tool. I'm sure you could probably use some of the other tools in srsLTE, the examples, to find your cell frequencies, IDs, and such as well. All right.